Welcome back. Only on News 5, Colorado, of course. We're known for sweeping mountain vistas and long hikes.
And some of the most popular are those 14ers, or the mountain peaks exceeding 14,000 feet.
Alan Rose joins us live in studio. This time you're heading into the mountains for a high-altitude hike that literally takes you to the top of Colorado.
It does. And you know, there's 58 14ers here in Colorado. And full disclosure, guys, I am still sore from this hike that I did last week. And it was quite the doozy. Now, my latest adventure, as you're about to see, brought me face to face with the highest 14er in the state, the second tallest mountain in the lower 48. Check it out. Mount Elbert, the tallest of 58 14ers in the state of Colorado, and my second such adventure after summiting Mount Sherman last year. To get here takes dedication. A bright and early start to our day, and it's a little chilly outside this morning. I brought a companion along for this adventure. That's Hannah Dickens. She works behind the scenes at News 5. Because the hike along North Mount Elbert Trail covers more than 4,000 vertical feet, our trek to the top begins below tree line. On this section, there's a steady incline most of the time, but the trail is well maintained and easy to follow. We've reached the valley. We're about halfway there distance-wise, but as you can see, there's still a long way to go. Spoiler alert, that's one of several false summits on Mount Elbert. We made it to tree line. At this elevation, trees have a hard time growing because the air is so thin, and for hikers in general, it makes it difficult for us to breathe. Luckily, conditions are bright and sunny for our high-altitude climb. There's not much wind, which makes it nice. Feeling pretty good. More than 5 miles in, energy now comes in spurts, but the views up here are just incredible. All right, we've reached the ridge. A little more than a mile to go to the summit. As we get closer to the top, short stops become more frequent. The last part of this hike is the most physically demanding. It's not technical, but relentlessly uphill. After too many false summits to count, Miss Karen tells us that we're so close to the summit. Now that I can finally see it, moments of doubt are replaced with excitement. At the same time, I start to feel a little dizzy and nauseous. That's the elevation getting to me. After a few more steps, at 14,438 feet above sea level, we have made it to the top of Mount Elbert. Up here, we're joined by a couple dozen hikers, enjoying these incredible views of the Rocky Mountains. And you know, that altitude sickness is no joke, but those views will simply take your breath away, along with the elevation. And now it's time for my breakdown. The hike to Mount Elbert is long, and you'll feel every step of the 11.5-mile journey. So when it comes to difficulty, it's not for everyone, but I would go 5 out of 5. Again, you cover more than 4,400 vertical feet on this hike. Now, when we go to scenery, you're looking down from the highest point in the state of Colorado with amazing views of neighboring Mount Massive, Twin Lakes, and high mountain peaks in every direction. 5 out of 5. Fun level, a super long and challenging hike that takes a toll on the body. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. And now for my final score, 5 stars out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Wow.
Now, just as far as preparing for something like that, since it is the highest in altitude, what do you suggest?
I would say lots of cardio. Carl Winder was the photog on this journey with us, and he has conquered more than 30 14ers, so he's done quite a few. He says always lots of cardio. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're actually eating and snacking. Salty snacks, always a good idea on hikes, so you retain more water. And again, I got to tell you, the altitude sickness on the way down, that was tough. You want to take deliberate steps. I had the hiking poles, but I wasn't feeling that well. I felt a little nauseous until we got to about tree line, then started feeling a bit better.
Yes, definitely not a beginner's hike
No.
by any means here.
And you know what? The popular hiking app, All Trails, listed as 10.4. Got to tell you, the GPS said about 11.5.
Oh,
so
really?
It was long.
Yes.
But fun.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Just keep stretching and put some of that icy hat on there, buddy. You'll be good
You
to
know
go.
it.
Yeah, all right, Alan, thank you.